Hi guys, this is AZ Build 3433, and this video is going to be somewhat in response to Mini Bowl Designs SB M2, I believe it is. And don't get me wrong, this is not in any way taking away from Tinny and the great things that he does in his videos, and also the great products that he, in fact, I do buy several things, which you can see. I buy the micro line and also the micro nipples from him. But he has a really great machine shop and everything else, and he can do some really great things in the machine shop and things that I can't do. So I have to actually use things that I can find around to develop these wick stoves that I like to design. And this one is just in response to the safety-based type system that he has now on his stoves. So what I actually have here is pretty much a 6-component stove that hopefully utilizes the safety of if you actually overflow with the alcohol, it'll actually catch that overflow and not damage the micro line, and cause any kind of fire. If we take the center wick out, and also the donut portion of it also, we can see that we have a detachable. Actually, you can detach this portion of it, which is actually just it's a thrust washer with a 1-inch hole in the center, and I believe it's 1.5 inches diameter. The reason why I bought this, and it costs about a couple dollars to buy these, is that it's very difficult to manufacture that 1-inch hole to a high tolerance. So I actually buy this, and it's only, I think, about $2.30 on Amazon. I will have video pictures coming up in this video that actually shows these components, but I just wanted to show you this when it's all put together, glued together with JB Weld. You can see we have a ring on the inside of the upper burner tube here that's actually pressed in and also JB welded into the inside portion of the upper burner. Then we have, which is actually a bottom of a Budlight with approximately a 1-inch hole in the center, and then on the lower portion here, the lower burner part, which has the micro nipple attachment, for the flow of fuel. There's the inner ring here actually goes through this the Budlight portion of it, and actually extends into the lower burner, so that we get a complete fit. And then on the bottom I have a cap on the base that I actually had to hand file in from a piece of 1/8-inch aluminum stock that I hand filed in. That takes about an hour to do that for me. So that's kind of like the entire burner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some pictures of the components before I actually put it all together and JB welded it all together. And then beyond that, we'll probably actually do a video of it actually in the burning stages. What's kind of nice about this, before I get into that, would be that when you actually remove this, you get actually with it all put together with the donut and also the center carbon felt. That gives you the maximum amount of burn that you can get, or heat that you can get. But if you're actually doing dry baking, like you see Tinny do occasionally, or you see Hiram Cook do on his videos, you can use this and you get less heat, and it gives you something that you can control a little bit better as far as the amount of heat. You don't need to use the extreme heat that you would get with the donut on top. So you can use it just in this particular context for dry baking. So let's look at the pictures and see the components, and then we'll come back and do a burn test on this. Okay, now that we've seen the photos, we're out in the garage, and we'll light this thing up. I've got the water at about 61 degrees, which is, I actually have to put ice cubes in it because we're in Arizona. Our tap water is probably somewhere around 80 degrees or thereabouts. So what we'll do is we'll light this up and then set the timer and see where we go from there, and then let's turn this off so you can see the flames maybe a little better here. There we go. Now we'll put the water on, and you can see I'm using a Trangia style pot stand. And this is my old handy grease pot from Kmart. And so we'll get it started. Set the timer, and we'll see where we go from there. And as soon as we get to right around 212, which I can't really show you the timer or the temperature because the mine is not too good shape. It's the screen is kind of scratched up, so it's a little hard to see, but you'll have to take my word for it. But I'll reposition the camera so you can see the flame a little bit better, pattern underneath, and we'll be back in just a few seconds. Let me see here, and here we go. Okay, I think you can see from this view here with the camera angle and everything that you can see what the flame pattern looks like. We've already hit over 156 on the temperature, and we're at about 4 minutes, and we can start to hear that it's starting to boil a little bit. We're starting to at least get the temperature up. So I'm going to keep this on for just a second here. I've already had to do one refueling. As you can see now, we're starting to get a little right around the edges again. Now I'll probably have to refuel again here pretty quickly. Try to keep that temperature up. And there we go. And refueled again. Okay, we're at 203. $207. $210. $212. And it's 6 minutes and 39 seconds, which isn't too bad. So we'll let this run out, and then I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. And here you can see we're just letting it burn down. The reason why I like to do that is that if you leave the wick in there with alcohol, it deteriorates the integrity of the JB weld. So either blow it out and take it out if it's still wet and let it dry to air, or just let it burn down until it dries out the wick on the inside. So either way, back in a few minutes. So now you've seen a little bit of how it's made, how this stove is made, and also how it burns. So I'd appreciate if you have any comments or questions to let me know. I think my next video is going to be about this particular stove I built here recently, which has some of the same characteristics as this one you've seen. It does not have the drip protection, but it does have integrated pot stand. And till next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.